Hello, I am Laura.
I'm Justin.
And this is the review for December 2015, Level 2, Week 2. And this week we did a lot of work on our swing outs, and we started with the 1 and the 2 on the swing out. So what we talked about were two different ways to lead in, leading a rock step for the follows or a step in for the follows.
So,
leads do.
So just to show you in the most basic form what the two different things are, the first one is what we did the previous week, where the leader's rock step and the follower's steps forward. So it looks like this, 1, 2. Whereas we can also both rock step, and that was the thing we worked on today, 1, 2. So we talked about leading the difference between these, and we said it's mostly coming from the leader's left hand, because in both cases leaders were rock stepping, so the difference is not so much coming from our body, but from whether we take our hand with our body or whether we let our hand go out a little bit, giving our follower space to rock step. Then, so let's show just swing outs with both of these. So we'll do swing out with rock step, swing out with the step. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Here's another rock step. 3 and 4, 5. And here's one with a step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Another thing we talked about was leaders using your right hand to generate a little bit of backwards momentum on the rock step, and you can do that whether you're leading your follower forward or you're asking your follower to rock step. And we said that followers can also have a loose arm and swing their hands backwards.
That's fine as well.
Okay.
Next, we talked about the 3 and the 4 and keeping a relaxed hand for our connected hand, which is the follow's right and leader's left hand. And we practiced this by actually releasing the hand on the 3 and 4 and then reconnecting before the 7 and 8 before you finish swing out. So this is what we did.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Again.
1, 2, 3,
and 4,
5, 6, 7, and 8. And we said that what we would like, ideally, is for the swing outs when we keep the hand to feel very similar, in that our hand has almost no tension, and our hand is also in a neutral position, by which I mean you can have no tension and have your hand here, or have your hand here or there, but we would like it kind of like low and in between us. Okay. Then we did pointing.
Points, yep.
So first we just practiced the move, which is a fairly easy move to do. It looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we said, I think it's best, especially on that last one, to look at your partner. It's kind of an intimate move, like you're pointing at them, so don't do this unless that's the effect you're going for. But we said the kind of trickier thing, and the reason we were teaching it is because you have to lead this. And we said there are two kind of signals to know that it's coming for the follower. The first thing happens on 3, which is that on 3 there's this momentary stop. We don't have this tension for seconds and seconds. It's just 1, 2, stop, and that's it, and then it's there, and then it goes away.
Follows are used to moving forward after the lead's lead a rock step, and so that's why that stop is important. It's telling the follow you're not going to go forward into a swing out.
But what we said was that stop happens on 3, which is basically when the move starts, when we actually point at each other. So if that's the only signal the follower has, there's kind of not enough time. So the other signal leaders that we give, which is really subtle, is that normally when we're leading a swing out and we rock step, we move a little bit to our left to give our follower some space. So this would look like just on a normal swing out, 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So Laura has this space to move through.
Move straight forward.
But when we're doing pointing, I stay exactly in place so that she doesn't have room, and this suggests to her that maybe something different is happening. Rock, step, point. Yeah. Okay. But this is subtle, and we said you're going to lead it on people, and they're not going to point back at you, and this is fine.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So that was our class.
There's one other thing that we kind of emphasized throughout the whole class, which was pulsing. And we saw that this hugely improved your swing outs throughout the class. So just to show you what we're talking about, so you don't forget, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It comes from your knees into the floor. And that's kind of the single most important thing, I would say, if you get nothing out of this class. So that's it. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for coming.